So, guys, I'm back with another good news with regards to Canadian immigration. Well, some good news after the patchwork that was done yesterday, because yesterday was a big day in terms of the Immigration Minister of Canada coming out in the open and declaring yet another round of changes for study permits, PGWPs, spousal open work permits, and the list goes on. But today, September the 19th, 2024, IRCC did some patchwork and did announce an express entry draw. Not only that, Ontario held its mega draw today. Well, it is nothing short of a mega draw because the details that I'll be sharing today will be literally looking like a general draw and something that Ontario has never done before. So, today's day is somewhat good. Two express entry draws put together, offering 5,000 plus invitations today. Let's just look at all the details in this video today. Please be sure to watch the video till the end. So, guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil, and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I practice here in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen, and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to speak with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant to moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So, guys, we are discussing the two important draws that were held today. One was an express entry draw, and the other one was an Ontario PNP, that is OINP, Human Capital Priorities Draw. Guys, Ontario happens to be one of the biggest and the most favored, sought after provinces in Canada where people usually want to move after getting their PR, mainly because Toronto is here and this is also the hub or the largest area of jobs, especially for IT people, tech people, and all the other industries. And just to let you know, this is where Brampton is also, right? So, yes, both the draws are extremely important today. Let's just quickly dive into what happened today, and I'll bring it up on the screen. So, this is the first express entry round of invitations that happened today. This is draw number 315 and happened today, September 19. This is a Canadian experience class only draw. Number of ITAs sent out are 4,000, and the CRS cutoff is kept at 509. I know you people would not be happy because looking at the previous draws that happened, the last one was August 27th. People were waiting for a draw last week. Because that didn't happen, it was expected that the draw would go up. Surprisingly, IRCC held a larger draw than 3,300, which was last time, yet the scores didn't fall down. This is happening because a lot of people are entering the pool. They have Canadian experience class, they have points for LMIAs, and people have now started making double profiles as well. Like people who have actually made their profiles are making another backup profile. So everything is ongoing. Like the number of ITAs are more, but the number of people who are getting or going for PR or will be approved will be probably lesser than this. Not super happy about it, but it is what it is. If you look at the pool size at the moment, so the pool size is looking a little different. One, the overall size of the pool is less than the previous pools, right? So it's a lot less. Earlier you would see 217, 220 plus and something like that. Interestingly, between 600 and 1200 there are 764 people. This is primarily PNP. Between 491 and 500, about 11,000 people still waiting. So this is where we are hoping STEM would also come into the picture and all of that. Between 501 and 600, still 11,752 people, like minus the 4,000 today, probably one or two draws and probably OINP, taking out something. Guys, um, general draws are not happening. That's one pain point. And 11,000 people in this, and this keeps on adding up. Like weekly, about 1,000 more profiles would approximately would add up. So yes, this number is constantly going up. This is not coming down, and this is also the reason why Canadian experience class draws are very high, right? So all of this is express entry, which means a federal program. If you look at Ontario today, surprisingly, Ontario held a mega draw. Now, this is very interesting. September 19th, Ontario did a human capital priorities. All priority occupations are invited. And interestingly, if you look at this draw, 505 and 528. So anybody who has an express entry profile within this range has, the express entry profile having this number of NOC codes. Okay, now NOC codes are very different. I've made a list here. If you see, there are approximately 103 NOC codes that IRCC has selected, or OINP has selected, and it ranges from senior managers to property admins, payrolls, finance, human resource, advertising, and then mechanical engineer, civil engineer. So basically, a line of STEM. You have insurance brokers, and financial investment analyst, securities agents, supervisors, and then human resource, insurance underwriters, medical admin assistants, architects, and then you have petroleum engineers. All sort of engineers are there, industrial designers, and you have technical occupations in geomatics and civil engineering and all of that. So guys, yes, this is very interesting to see that Ontario, after a very long time, holding a general sort of a draw. um, we used to say that finance, sales, accounting, payroll, HR were general draw, and the only hope that these guys had were going for general draws, and general draws were not happening. Come Ontario, do this, and this is a silver lining. But what I'm worried about is that if Ontario is holding a draw between 505 and 528, God knows what will happen to the general draws when IRCC comes through. Historically, if Ontario held human capital tech draw up to 490, the STEM draw, or say the back then the Canadian experience class of the general, would happen 10 points more. If you still count that mathematics, which is not right because it doesn't have a valid basis, but still going by that, I'm assuming if there is a general draw, it will cross 538, 540, could be more than that. But because Ontario is not going to waste its draws, right? Another question is, people will have that, what do we do with the human capital? Should we wait for a general draw or CEC draw, or what should we be doing? Like, are we trying to, what are we trying to do here? Very different kind of a draw, very technical question. But yeah, somebody will have to take a punt at this, right? Guys, overall, it is pretty good. It is mainly beneficial for people who are located outside Canada, because Canadian experience class is only for people inside Canada with Canadian experience. Whereas Ontario, the held draw today is focused at everybody around the globe. So at least one ray of shine for everybody. Still good, I would say. Anything that is coming through is most welcomed. Also, everybody in terms of express entry has 60 days now starting today to submit their applications for PR. While for Ontario PNP, you guys have 45 days in order to submit your file for OINP, and then Ontario will take its own sweet time, 2 to 3 months, maybe 4 5 months, to give you 600 points, and then you'll go for the PNP draw and everything. So yes, 45 days for OINP and 60 days for express entry. Your time starts now. The clock is ticking. If you want to discuss your case, if you want any help, maybe mentorship, or maybe you want to do your files with us, assessments, profile verifications, we do everything. Please feel free to schedule an appointment with us. We would be more than happy to speak with you and discuss your case going forward. Guys, I wish you all the best. I hope the news today was promising and gave you much insights into what's happening in the world of Canadian immigration. I wish you all the best, and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.